Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be doing a suggestion, so thanks for the suggestion, and that will be going over the family trees of the gods. Now, if you guys like it, I'll continue making these videos for the different pantheons, but I will say that some videos are going to be much shorter than others, so bear that in mind. I might combine more videos like I have done this. It just made natural sense to combine Roman mythology and Greek mythology because they're almost the same. The stories happen almost the same ways in most cases. So I could kind of get away with combining these two pantheons at the very least. Can't really do that so seamlessly with other mythologies, so we'll just have to see how things go. But yeah, let's get into this. So in the beginning, there was pretty much chaos, and out from that chaos spawned the primordial gods. We're talking Terra and Cupid. Well, Cupid is Eros in this situation, not Cupid, but yeah. And then, of course, Nox, who's Nyx in this situation, and Kronos, not Cronus, but we'll get to that. And then they begin to interact with each other and start to spawn different gods. So Terra spawns Uranos and the ocean god, the ocean primordial god. Nox gets it on with Iberus, and they spawn Thanatos and Nemesis and a bunch of other children as well. And then Uranos and Terra start to populate the space that they exist in with the Titans and the Giants. Terra also populates this space with the sea gods, creating a lot of sea gods as well. So you've got all that going on. Now these sea gods eventually get together and they give birth to Scylla, so Scylla is connected to Terra. Also, around the time that Terra is starting to come into existence, or around the time Terra's living and enjoying life, she's sort of growing wildlife and nature and all of that. And I'm guessing this is around the time that Sylvanus comes into existence. It's not really stated anywhere, but he's the father of the forest, and the forest is emerging at this time. It's thanks to Terra, it's on Terra herself. So, that connection with Terra goes to Sylvanus, so that's Sylvanus. And then Uranos, the heavenly god, he gets a bit antsy around these giants and these new children that are being spawned, and, well, he tries to imprison them inside of Terra, but Terra doesn't like this very much. So with Kronos, she hatches a plan to teach Uranos a lesson, put him in his place. So Kronos castrates him, and the pots that are left, they fly into Terra herself, and Aphrodite and a few nymphs and other beings are spawned from this, but Aphrodite being the one that we'll note here. I suppose you could say that Aphrodite is a daughter of Terra. Kronos decides to pick up the pieces a bit. He claims, a mantle of rulership for a bit, starts making babies with Rhea, and then he hears another prophecy from his parents and realizes that his children are now threatening his position. And he doesn't like this one bit, so he starts gulping down a lot of children. And a bit of deja vu again. Rhea isn't comfortable with her babies, just, well, in a bad place. So she decides to feed him a rock instead of feeding him Zeus, and this allows Zeus to grow up, frees his siblings, and then they kind of beat up Kronos. Then they sort of claim the world, the heavens, and all of that. There's a war with the Titans and the Giants and all of that, but the end result is that the gods get to claim the earth, the heavens, and more or less anything else that could be ruled over. During these battles with the Giants and the Titans, Nike is born at some point, though she's not born as a result of Zeus getting it on with anyone. And speaking of Zeus getting it on, he marries his sister, Juno, or Hera, and together they create several gods, but Ares is one of the ones that are in the game. Zeus also does some things with other women like Semele, and that produces Bacchus. With Maya, Mercury is produced. Hercules is a demigod because Zeus mates with some mortals, so that's a thing. You probably wanted me to say Heracles there, but again, in Smite, he's called Hercules, not Heracles. Technically, the correct version of his name right now is Heracles, though, so keep that in mind if you want. Artemis and Apollo were parented by Zeus and Leto, Leto being a bit different from a lot of the other women because Leto is actually neither a god nor a human. She was in a different sort of tier, I suppose. Actually, yeah, no, different sort of tier. He also gets it on with another titan called Thetis, and considering the fact that we're listing out all of these women that Zeus is doing it with, do you really think Hera's actions are, really that bad when you just list it out like that? I mean, imagine that she probably listed it out to herself a couple times as well. Like, poor Hera. Like, yeah, she did bad things, yeah, she's a bad woman, rabble, but poor Hera. Athena is born thanks to Zeus. He's born from Zeus's forehead. This prompts Vulcan's birth because Hera isn't happy about this, so she wants her own child and so gives birth to Vulcan. Aphrodite as well also gets busy. She gets busy with Ares, and Discordia is born. She does some things with Mercury in Roman mythology, and Cupid is born. Of course, there's a difference there because, well, of course she's Venus, not Aphrodite, but, also Cupid isn't a primordial god in this case. And he's not Eros, he's Cupid now. Typhonus and Echidna give birth to Cerberus. Chiron is also a stepbrother of Zeus because he's a son of Cronus. And of course, not forgetting Kronos, he was a primordial god. Now, other interesting origins, Medusa may in fact be related to Scylla in some way because there are versions of her story where she's in fact a daughter of the primordial sea gods or just sea gods. Janus is his own standalone deity that only appears in Roman mythology, so that's the thing. There might be a similar deal to that with Sylvanus as well. Achilles is the son of a king, and I think you more or less know how his story goes, but he's the son of one of the 50 Nereids, who are the daughters of Nereus, who is the son of Pontus, who is related to Terra, which is how he fits into that family tree somehow. It's pretty far down the line, but there he is, Achilles Potterville. A demigod. So at first I was thinking that Arachne bore no connection to the gods at all, but that might not be true. See, her father was either Apollo or Abus or someone else. But if it was Apollo, that would make Arachne the granddaughter of Apollo and the great-granddaughter of Zeus, which of course means that Athena really ruined her grandniece's life. It also would have meant that the whole hubris charge was not quite as bad. And now the last set of connections, I don't know if this would necessarily count, but these beings are either equated with each other or connected to each other in some way. And those are, Apollo is connected to Horus because he transforms into a hawk. Artemis is connected to Bastet because she transforms into a cat. Bacchus, Osiris, Mercury, Thoth, Ares, a fish, or on her. And this is because thanks to Typhonus' attack on the home of the gods, these gods decide to just flee, or decide that that's the best option, and they decide to disguise themselves in the form of different animals, hence the Egyptian gods. So that was the video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Did I miss a connection, or did you not agree with certain connections? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, today's going to be the patch notes show, so there's going to be like skins revealed, I'm thinking. So, and I was thinking that you guys should come back to this video after the patch notes show and let me know which skin you want me to cover, and whichever skin gets, the most requests or the most likes or things like that, I'll do and probably have that posted tomorrow. I'll try to have it posted tomorrow. Yeah, get on that. And of course, if you enjoyed this one, well, it helps a ton if you leave a like. And of course, if you're new to the channel, want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. But till the next video, have a very good day. I have been Prime, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.